like just another number. I don't feel like a real person because this isn't a living condition.
We was pretty much homeless. We was sleeping on the floor, on a mattress.
They're right. The problem is too big for any one entity.
This is Hurting for Housing, an up-close and personal look at how people in our viewing area are trying to find a safe and affordable place to call home. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Glazier. Across the country, communities are experiencing an unprecedented affordable housing shortage. Residents in our neighborhoods knowing the issue all too well. For many families and students, finding permanent housing can be daunting. From extreme rent rates to a lack of availability. During this half hour, we'll explore this issue, talking with people on both sides of the state lines about the challenges they're facing and how leaders are working to find a solution. One of those people include the White family. After a slew of setbacks, they've been living out of their car just to survive. It took a lot for them to come forward with their story, but they decided to share it in hopes it opens eyes and brings about much needed change. For Darren White and his wife, this Hyundai has become home.
This is my bed.
4-car doors instead of 4 walls. Public restrooms instead of hot showers. Reclined seats instead of warm beds. And one breakdown away from losing it all.
My main priority is to, get a roof over my pregnant wife and kids' head.
Before getting to this point, Darren White, his wife Carrie Mormon, and their 2 children lived in a home on the south side of Tallahassee.
They used to us being together. Me and my wife be in the room sleep, my son and my daughters, they come around in there unexpectedly. They jump on the bed to wake us up.
A slew of hardships forced their life upside down. The loss of a job, 2 rounds of battling COVID, and later, a high-risk pregnancy as Carrie is expecting a baby. With each stumble, the couple fell behind. And out of options, Darren and Carrie turned to what they had left, their car.
A couple of stuffed animals to make us feel like, still gotta love babies.
After finding a safe place for their children to live, the 2 made the tough transition into living out of their Hyundai Accent.
Luckily, we do have family that they couldn't take all of us, but they took some of us. And, I'd rather it be the kids and not, us.
Life on the road means getting creative. Darren juggles 3 jobs, and Carrie is working a job herself while being pregnant. It's here just off Mahan Road. They tell me they feel safest.
If you try to park somewhere else, a park or anything, cops have told us to move, or it just didn't feel safe because it would be too dark, nobody's around. And yes, my husband is a great protector, but something happened to him, something happened to all of us.
The couple is scrambling to get caught up financially, but say they're having trouble meeting all the criteria to get help from any nonprofit.
You have to now make 3 times the rent. You have to have this kind of credit score. You have to have no felonies.
Darren confirmed he was convicted of felony charges in the past and says he's been working to rebuild his life with his family since 2019. He told me it's times like these that often draw people back into bad situations.
Situations like this is what make the system think, oh, it's gonna push you back to the street. It's gonna push you back to what you came from.
Carrie says her frustration comes from being in between. They are either overqualified or underqualified to receive resources.
It's like, oh, well, there's people sleeping out on the floor. You at least have the car. Oh, well, there's people who don't have a job at all, and both of you have jobs.
With no real solution in sight yet, the 2 have found one way to stay positive. They know they have each other.
This has actually strengthened us in our bond because it's like, we're going through one of the toughest times of our lives, and we're doing it together.
Just days before the story aired, the White family tells me they were hit with another setback. The car they were living in quit running. Now they are relying on friends, family, and other means of transportation to get them around. They are still sleeping in their car.